Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from January 27th through the 29th, 2023. This is for Leo. Last shuffle coming up for Leo here, okay? All right, Leo, we have the healing light and fragmented energy. You may be a Cancer Leo cusp because Cancer got fragmented energy in the same position. So, woo. But there's a lot of things that you may be looking at all around you, all throughout your life. You're looking at it and saying, I need to heal a lot of things. The way I see things, the way I interpret things, the way that I feel them, the way that it makes me feel also, all these things I need to heal. There's something I need to face. Healing light is all about facing certain things so that it may be healed. And a lot of it is your independence. You may feel like it's easier for you to work alone or move alone with the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. It's like it's better. I move faster. I move forward quicker if it's just me I'm dealing with. And you fragmented about Four of Swords, what to ignore, what to make your peace with. All right. But the healing light is looking at how independent you truly are. You have Temperance energy here and Ten of Swords. All right. So healing light energy, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Temperance, and Ten of Swords. There's a need to understand that there's some things that need to stop, need to end or stop, that may be sabotaging you. Okay, and a lot of it is that you are very, very self-sufficient. If there are any inklings in your life of you feeling as though you're being betrayed, or something is about to end, you can feel it, then you immediately act and you go and do your thing. You're like, I can make it happen on my own, Temperance. I can make it happen on my own. I don't need you in my space. And so this is something that Spirit is calling attention to heal this. Like, do you not see this, Leo? You know, as soon as you feel as though something is going to happen, you leave, you exit stage left, and you keep it moving. You will completely act as though other people do not exist once you start feeling as though something like this is occurring in your life. And it may be born from some sort of trauma or being taken advantage of in the past, because it shows this here with Four of Swords and Six of Cups with fragmented energy. In the past, you may have been ignored, passed over. Someone may have, they just didn't see your worth. They were like, Leo, psh, okay. And so there's a lot of memory of this with the Six of Cups. That's nostalgia. Walking down memory lane, realizing that at Four of Swords, you were slept on hard. Somebody may have just completely bypassed you and took advantage of you too, and didn't care if you lived or died, or didn't care if you were okay in some instances. And you are still reeling from that and saying, you know what, the minute I smell deception from this individual or from anyone or any place, I am going to move forward quick. Eight of Wands by myself, Nine of Pentacles, and I'll make it happen, Temperance. And so Spirit's saying you've got to look at this, right? Because sometimes it's not what it was in the past. And so there, almost every single thing Spirit is calling attention to, you are colored by what has happened to you. So even the way you look at things, the way you interpret things, the way you feel them, the way that if anything, the way that you even dress or the way that you even carry yourself now is from a place of, I was slept on so hard and I was taken advantage of super hard. Somebody was like left me for dead basically, and I'm no longer ever doing this again, right? And so there's something about that here. Now you have your higher self. Oh my gosh, I cannot make this up. Two of Wands and Five of Cups. There's this overwhelming emotional sadness, like overwhelming. You never want to deal with this again. And so with this energy, this is also speaking of couple energy here. You have Two of Cups left over here, right? Your higher self is telling you, you've got to make a choice. Are you going to have hope in your situation, or are you still going to look at what happened to you? Because it's heartbreaking. Spirit is almost telling you you're breaking your own heart now because of how overwhelming the sadness is about what has happened. It is very overwhelming here. The Five of Cups is crying about it. So Leo, you may find yourself still secluding yourself to lament over what happened to you in some instances here. Okay, so that your higher self wants you to make a choice. It's like this weekend may be like a weekend where you're like, you feel sad. You're like, I feel very sad about this. And Spirit's saying, do you want to have hope in your situation? Or do you want to still be like, look at what spilled? Okay, because you feel as though your progress has been limited, maybe, kind of thing. I brought my 2 cups. Where did so and so, where were their cups? And they're not there. Well, what can you do about that now? Is what Spirit's actually, calling attention to. Peace is an intention. So you have the star and the world. It is time for you now to go from a place of hopelessness, right, to a place of faith, walking in faith, knowing that this was closed out for a reason, that whatever this was, even, and I'm seeing romantic relationship with the 5 and 6 of cups. Well, it closed out for a reason because it was a hopeless situation in the beginning to begin with. So now Spirit is saying this was closed out, it ended so that you may find who you are. When Star is here, especially with World and with you have Temperance, that you were a star in the making, Leo, but something had to close out with the world for you to see it, for you to recognize yourself, for you to come into your true self. So you have to, the Spirit wants you to make peace. So throughout this weekend, instead of allowing yourself to dwindle or to dwell on how bad things were, because it looks pretty freaking bad with 10 of Swords and 5 of Cups and all these other 4 of Swords and all this. It looks like you just got real, like you got put somewhere in a place you really didn't want to be. This tells you here that instead of allowing yourself to get sad about it, which I cannot blame you for being sad about it, who wouldn't be, right? They're saying, look at the fact that now, look who you are and where you are now. Look at how much now, like you're free. You have freedom. The Temperance energy is all about freedom. Spirit is making things happen. Like you're free. You're able to walk and go as you please. And as you go, she's making sure that she's turning lemons into lemonade for you. That's what Temperance does, right? So they're telling you this intention of every time you bring something up in your spirit, your intention is to have hope in it, knowing that I'm glad that that's over. They're not doing that anymore, or so and so's not in my life anymore. I don't have to deal with that anymore. And they want you to stay in that place, okay? Because your higher self is saying, make a choice, right? Unburden yourself here. Although this was terrible emotionally, emotionally, this is a kind of depression with 5 of Cups and 10 of Swords where you don't want to be here anymore. It's very bad. It's so bad that it makes a person say, screw life. So they're saying, make a choice. You're going to choose these 2 cups and have hope and faith in your life, or are you going to allow it to kill you slowly? Because you're fragmented about what to ignore. And I think that most of all, they want you to ignore the past. They want you to move on from the past. What's going to heal you is moving on from this betrayal or ending quickly. Because when Temperance is here, that means that all you got to do is just wait. She's making it happen for you. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aquarius. I'm not seeing any other signs. Doesn't mean that you're not dealing with other signs, but that just also means that Spirit is going to, as you walk in faith, they're going to make it so that that's all that you have. Because it's like, she's going to make things happen. You're going to have faith because lemons are turning into lemonade for you. So how can you not have faith? Spirits, they're giving you the ultimate healing pass. Like, this is beautiful. All right. So if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.